The blood of the skin changer flows within us. Something serious must have happened to draw
Have only
Radagast
seen
here.
Radagast once or twice, and that was when we were very young, do you remember? We were very small then, and he was kind to us, but I do not think he enjoyed leaving his home in Mirkwood. Something serious must have happened to draw him here, my brother. I will sniff around the lodge and see if one can overhear any of his conversation with our sire, and you should talk to Varthmath at the animal pens. Our cousin talks little, but he hears much, and he might know something.
What brings you hither, cousin?
What brings you hither, cousin? You tell Varthmath that Radagast the wizard has left Mirkwood and is speaking with Grimbeorn, and that you hoped he might have heard why. Varthmath responds with a brusque snort. Know what brings him here, his own business. If it becomes a concern of ours, Grimbeorn will let us know. Until that time you should mind your own matters. Even better, you should make yourself useful to me. One of our milk cows has wandered from the pen. Find her before she gets outside the surrounding wall, and tell her to return.
You approach the milk cow and she lows nervously. Something has caused her distress. What could it be? When you were young, you developed the ability to understand many of the animal languages, a gift of your ancestor Beorn. You call upon this natural facility now to speak gentle reassurances to the milk cow. Before long, her calm nature returns and she begins to move slowly back to her pen.
I fear you have grown soft.
Has it come to this, true Alpha? Do you serve those lazier than you, fetching lost cows and running errands? Olmst laughs harshly. You are of Beorn's line, as am I, but I have not forgotten what that means. To you it means little. We should live our lives with ferocity, seizing each moment with tooth and claw. No one is my master. Fear you have grown soft, true Alpha. Only by harnessing your wrath in battle can you truly live up to your heritage. Prepare yourself for battle and test your skills against me.
There are few like us. That is why I test you as I do.
There are few like us, true Alpha. That is why I test you as I do. The legacy of Beorn is rare and dwindling. We must use it to be the strongest of his children and grandchildren. As we do battle, the wrath fills our hearts, and drives us with great ferocity, empowering the skills we use in combat. Let our foes beware. They tangle with the line of Beorn at their peril.
Most afternoons you
T
spend
did not think to see
daydreaming
you
in the
again today,
sun.
my brother.
What is different today?
Most afternoons you spend daydreaming in the sun with Sturkist. What is different about this day? You tell Langhar that Radagast the wizard has paid a visit to Grimban, and that Olmst set you to fighting the sickleflies for practice. Your sister smirks and adopts a gruff, snarly voice. Fight. Roar. Battle. Growl. The line of befit the finest of all, she booms in a passable impression of Opholmeth.
That is very
You quickly tell
peculiar.
Stir goblins that attacked Langhar. Istabu you and that is very peculiar, true alpha. Beorn put the fear o goblins when he stalled, and we have done o our kind ked these you are part 2 in the valles, maintain their terror of us, have we not? What could make them stray once again to river? Celm his side o hink to the.
I have made my decision.
Yes, young
We will
one.
leave our land and
I have
bring a
mad
message
decision.
of warning.
You will leave this and then bring a message Ather wished, but these are Ho's days. Ahead, but for now you will purpose, true alpha, and let TSE my sheltered warning where the wizard believes it must go. Long thought our folk could remain separate from the other peoples, as my no longer, perhaps I will send others in the days represent he line of Beorn in the wider world. Act with strength and clarity of all who se re, there goes a man of Beorn's time. Cross him at your peril. Do not believe in long farewells, young one. Learn your task from the wizard, say goodbye to your siblings, and bring no disfavor upon our line.
Good, good, good.
Good. I worried that Grimbeorn would not see the urgency of this matter, but reason has won out. I have always had a way with bears and beasts, and well, you see, never mind. No important. A dark power is rising, true alpha. I cannot put a name to it, if indeed it has a name, but summit what is happening. T want you to seek OU Aragorn. He has been affairs of wizards all prey to them. Mountains. Hing has unsettled the natural world. I will seek the greatest of the 5 wizards, or he has made a study of many Hings unknown to me and may know someone else. He is a ranger, and his name is enmeshed in or some time now, and if the rumblings I sense are real danger, as I fear, I know that Aragorn must take especial care not to the last I heard, he was traveling rough the Breland beyond the
Key Sturkist growls at you in the language of bear kind, but the words you speak are filled with affection. He bristles, and finally relents.
Did I not tell you your time would come?
Did I not tell you your time would come soon, my brother? Perhaps I am as much a wizard as Radagast himself. Langhar laughs cheerily. No, that is not what I want. I want to explore the lands beyond our home, true alpha, as you are about to do. I want to seek adventure. I will follow you sooner rather than late, true Alpha, I assure you. Until we meet again, brother. Find his ranger, deliver Radagast's message, and do not have your fill of adventure before Sturkist and I can join you.
You will need to prepare for the journey,
Triple A or
yes?
Key, you will need to prepare for the journey, yes? It is a long way to Eriador, and you will need some supplies if you are to have success. Speak to Grimbeorn and he should give you what you will need.
I will give you
I
what you need
T
for your
will give you
journey.
what you will need for your journey. It is a long way across the mountains.
A key you have prepared for the journey, and now it is time to leave the land of your home in search of the Ranger Aragorn. Sated the Yule Festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule! This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.
I do not know where the ranger has gone, but John
Prize
Brackenbrook
Elmuse
might
where
know.
you called. Truel, an unusual name. Brings you to Ark own share of Truel need for outsiders say, you are a tall one. From have you come and what afar? That is quite what business het. We have our blaze, and have little to bring theirs. You tell the woman that you have travelled from AFA, Aragorn. She thin and then shakes H. He was here, it is gone. He left just before T. Brigands launched town, reducing it could have used H. Are seeking the Ranger S for a moment, ahead. True, but he blackwalled their attack on our zero this state. We am in the defense. To speak the truth, used you as well, little earlier. You look to one. We could have had you arrive to be as strong, I do not know where the Ranger has gone now, but John might know. He H. Brackenbrook has assumed command of the rebuilding process, now that his father has perished. You will find him in front of the wreckage.
Can I speak with you a moment?
If you ever want to take up a trade yourself, then you'll need some guidance on the matters. I'd offer my services, but Arkit needs my skills more now, friend. I hope you understand. I can point you toward one who can give you the assistance that you seek, however. You'll want to head south out of Arkit and towards the center of Coombe. When the road splits in Coombe Center, follow the road to the left and make your way part way up the hill. You'll see a master of crafts there who is always willing, ready, and able to take on apprentices. Be safe, friend, and once again, thank you for all you've done for Arkit. You're the reason that we've a town to still work on repairing after all.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Ah, a fine day to you. It's good to see the backs of the Blackwolds broken and peace settling over Arkit once more. Now we can concern ourselves with less dire problems. Actually, you might be able to help with one of those problems, if you are interested. There seems to be an illness spreading among the local boars. And a terrible affliction it must be, for the beasts are more hostile than normal. We really must put an end to this illness, and the only way is to slay those afflicted. would you do this?
Might you lend me an ear?
Don't worry about me, True Alpha. It's just a minor wound I got in the fighting. Now that the Brackenbrooks, father and son, have driven the Blackwolves away from Arcot, perhaps these folk can get to living their lives as they once did. Word has reached me, though, that there's a new threat to be dealt with. A nearby farm has been overrun with spiders, and the folk there have retreated to Arcot. My injury prevents me from dealing with the pests, but you have proven yourself a capable warrior and should have no trouble. Look for the farmer here in Arcot. You may know him already, his name is Cal Sprigley.
What do you need?
There we were, ready to stand our ground against them Blackwold villains, when these monstrous spiders come pouring up from the cellar in the middle of the night. It seems hardly air. Still, if the Spiderbane sent you, it could be you'll be able to help us out. Our farm is due south of Bronwys Folly. If you can recover my seed bag round the pens and my strongbox from his storage shed, we could make a new start of it. Oh, and my father's bow as well. Poor Henry was trying to ill some of the spiders with it. He was a good hand, but the spiders made quick work of the lad. Hurry back, if you can, though with all the spiders around my farm, I don't see how you will.
I must say, I never expected to see one of your kind in these parts.
Well, I must say I never expected to see one of your kind in these parts. You are of the line of Bin, are you not? Your stature and demeanor seem unmistakable to me. I have never met any of your family until today, but I have heard tell of your people from rangers and other wild folk. You tell John Brackenbrook why you have come to Arcot, and he nods. Yes, Aragorn was here, though he goes by the name Strider in these parts. He left with some haste, but I heard from others he was loath to do so, and wished to stay and help us with our troubles. He made for the own of Bree, unless I have heard wrong. But stay, my tall friend. Do not hurry away just yet. You come to us in our darkest hour, when the Blackwold brigands have burned our town and slain many of our friends. My own father perished in the night, struck down by the Blackwolds and their hateful allies from the north, from You tell John Brackenbrook why you have come to Arcot, and he nods. Yes, Aragorn was here, though he goes by the name Strider in these parts. He left with some haste, but I heard from others he was loath to do so, and wished to stay and help us with our troubles. He made for the town of Bree, unless I have heard wrong. But stay, my tall friend. Do not hurry away just yet. You come to us in our darkest hour, when the Blackwold brigands have burned our town and slain many of our friends. My own father perished in the night, struck down by the Blackwolds and their hateful allies from the north, from Angmar. I know you wish to seek out Aragorn, but if you truly share his ideals you will spare a moment here and there to help people who need it. The experience will make you stronger, and together we may prevent other towns from being burned in the name of evil. Think on DIYIK Migs or
Would you do something for me?
I wish you had been here, True Alpha. We could have used your help during the Blackwold attack. The battle was great, but in the end, we defeated the brigands. Onslaught. Some of the good men who were lost still remain unburied, but the people of this town have their hands full with their own great losses. It would be to our shame if those unburied bodies were dishonored by wild beasts. Will you do us this favor? Seek out all poor men and grant them your in death. Dirk Mudbrick fell at the sheep farm southwest of Arcot, Nate Whisperwood died defending the Hunter's Lodge, and Cal Sprigley's farmhand Will Wheatley perished in battle just to the west of Bronway's Folly.
can I be of service?
Stay a moment.
Greetings, traveler. Stride the roads of M search of challenge AI and you seem just there are some who greater challenges to can assist you with key watch those who whittle earth and end the adventure, sort. Indeed prefer even overcome, and I his. D should you accept my boon, you will find your enemies on the roads and fields of Middle Earth. Stronger and more D quest for G desire?
What do you need?
H becoming Angerous in your Ori, is this what you completing this quest will make the game significant? Completing this will begin deeds completed by achieve LY more difficult. Quest before level 11 that can be ING levels 5130 without reducing your difficulty below Fearless. With Fearless difficult and up to 2 other members who are LITY active, you fellowship ISO at Fearless or higher can earn tokens of heroism for defeating enemy, S of your own.
Ca Edi, the Yule festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule! This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed. CECM. STEOE. This quest has been restored for legendary servers. The markings on this marshfly queen are unlike any you have heard of before. Surely, someone at the Hunter's Lodge would care to see it. 2.
What can I do for you?
Well done, True Alpha. This is a most peculiar find. See me.
What do you need?
You've taken care of the poor, blighted creatures. Every boar that has caught that foul plague will, in the end, have to be destroyed, but the few you've dealt with will slow the spread of the plague. Thank you. You've taken care of the poor, blighted creatures. Every boar that has caught that foul plague will, in the end, have to be destroyed, but the few you've dealt with will slow the spread of the plague. Thank you.
What can I do for you?
told the Yule festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frostbluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule. This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.
Greetings.
TE, this is everything we asked for, all right, my seed bag, strongbox, and my father's trusty bow. I can't thank you enough, true Alpha, and I must beg your pardon for treating you so poorly earlier. Had I known what was to become of my farm, I would have heeded your advice and retreated to Arcot at once, saving ourselves a great deal of trouble, and poor Henry his life. Still, 1 a.m. glad we can make a new start. Tell the Spiderbane he has my thanks as well for sending you to us.
Stay a moment. Stay a moment.
Them spiders have et my work hands and driven me and Holly out of our home. There's got to be some way to get em off our land. T would think that Atlee Spiderbane might know more about spid airs than I do. Perhaps you should go speak with him again. We can't return home until awful things are gone, hose.
How can I be of service?
Greetings.
T.E. Good, you have returned. It seems there is much more going on here than I first thought. While you were away, my cousin Bali arrived, and I sent him to search some caves in the ruins outside the east wall of Arcot. A few of the hunters had dropped a huge stone in front of the cave, and I wanted him to ensure the stone remained. He has not yet returned, and I am worried. Now, from what you told me of Sprigley's troubles, the spiders came up through the cellar in his shed. Perhaps seeing the cave blocked off, they tunneled up through there. We won't know for certain, though, until you find Bali. Hopefully he'll have some answers.
Hello. What do you need?
What can I do for you?
Good, it is done. Those men died bravely and deserved a proper burial. Arcot is in your debt.
How can I be of service? What can I do for you?
The man who came through the village, he reminded me of the ranger you seek. The man called Strider said he was looking for heroes. I know little of you, but it is apparent to me that you have a heroic bent. He said he would wait for any such heroes I might send his way at the Combe and Wattle Inn, where he will be waiting. The Combe and Wattle is in the centre of Combe to the south. He seemed most grim to me. I would ravel to Combe immediately and speak with the innkeeper, Lisbeth Honeymead. She should know where to find this man.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Working with wood has always been my trade, so I thought to put my hands to the rebuilding of Arcot. I had loaded up my tools and set out, when suddenly this mad boar came out of nowhere and overturned my cart. It was all my son Borin and I could do to make it here to Arcot, and we had to leave the tools in the wreckage of the cart. If you head south to the gate that leads to Combe, you might be able to recover my toolbox. I'd really appreciate it, and the folk of Arcot are sure to be better for it as well. The sooner I can get started, the sooner this town will be back to the way it was. Watch out for that boar, though. You might be able to get my toolbox without attracting his attention, but you'd need more luck than I have to manage it.
You search Barley's corpse and find a journal with several pages missing. The journal text reads, "It would not believe it, but the spiders have pushed the cave mouth clear. I have entered the cave, and the spiders reacted to me instantly, as if drawn to me. I am unsure why. I spent my day carefully searching near the entrance only and found several corpses bound into cocoons. These spiders seem to wrap everything up into their cocoons. I will write more tomorrow when I go Fujikik the cave. Perhaps it would be best to enter the cave to see if you can find the rest of the journal pages before returning to Atli."
Senin TV The Yule Festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule. This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.
Well met.
TET cannot believe it. Bali, gone. He must be avenged. And this journal tells me what is behind this, a spider queen from the Blue Mountains. She and her brood must have followed me from Thorin's halls. Know this. Even if I am slain, she will never leave this place, she has found easy prey here. We must destroy her, or Arcot shall become a new abode for the queen and her spawn. T cannot believe it. Bali, gone. He must be avenged. And this journal tells me what is behind this, AS Queen from the Blue Mountains. Piter she and her brood must have followed me from Thorin's halls. VAATLI's pauldrons. Know this. Ev Sing on acquire never leave Phil heavy a more easy prey here or Arcot shell for the queen at 12 armor durability 80 normal worth. 14 136 equipped Grimus HOU bound to true item level, 5 heavy armor 8 armor 1 might durability 75 shoulders give Grimbearn for worth 88.
Might you lend me an ear? What do you need? Come and stay a moment.
This Spider Queen Ironath by name and her ways are known to me. She will have hidden herself in Sprigley's house and blocked all the entrances, save one. If you search the tunnels below the house, I would wager you will find a hidden passage leading to Ironath's heir. The vile thing must be slain, or Arcot will be overrun by her brood. Would that I were hale and could heft an axe. But that time has passed. Ow, the mantle of Spiderbane must pass to you, if you'll have it. One wish you well in facing her.
The Yule Festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule! This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.
How can I be of service? What do you need?
Many seeds did the Dreadweaver sow throughout our mountains. Because of you, another of those seeds has passed from the world. Owe you a great debt, for Ironath's death and for my life. Accept this reward, and with it, the friendship of Atli Spiderbane, Ami. Many seeds did the Dreadweaver sow throughout our mountains. Because of you, another of those seeds has passed from the world. Toydeq Tornarts Bewley. Death and Rorekwer Kel Radagast's bind on Akuswan if item level 10 bound to True Alpha Atli SPI is on heavy armor 1 vitality 8 armor 1 might durability 90 normal a hard and sturdy helmet. A gift for slaying the Spider Queen Tornath. Worth 14 SE durability 89 a hood, scrounged FR bottom of Radagast's not sure how he cami worth.
Berkey, you have my thanks, True Alpha. Now Boren and I can get to work rebuilding this town. Take these coins for your trouble, Anne-Marie.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Supplies here in Arcot are limited and will certainly not suffice to repair the damage wrought upon the village. Now that I have my tools, I will be able to begin shoring the fences and repairing the buildings where I can. Arcot will need more lumber if it is to recover completely from this attack. If you find yourself south, seek out Tehim. Know that I order of wood from Tgail ls found by following pass through the Ga and follow the road will bend softly to not bin in Kum, to the or green and let need another the lumber yard. Here before, listen Kum lumber yard can be he road south. Te toward Kum east up the hill. It he northeast towards the Chetwood. There, Ina soft dip before the you should find Te, orth Chetwood or green.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Ye look at you, true Alpha, and I see a blank canvas, an uncarved block of wood, an untempered blade, an unread book, any number of things that have the potential for greatness, but are still waiting for that potential to be realized. Ye look around at my home, and I see wreckage, a memory of the comfort hat this town once had. It can have had peace and comfort again, true Alpha, if those like you will rise to he challenge. Skilled hands must be a 5WH, if they are to improve in aircraft. My brother Roderick stands near the craft hall in Coombe, south of Arcot. From the Coombe town center, take the F path as it climbs up the hill. You'll see my brother part of the way up the hill. Tell him that you wish to learn a crafter's profession. The towns of Breeland can only benefit from the application of your skills.
What do you need?
What do you need?
I am at your service.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Meetia, a patron
there.
of distinction, welcome indeed. T happen to have some items that might enhance your adventures, and you are quite welcome to them. Even in the bleakest wilderness, you can use these fine items to call on all the services found in the finest of towns, keep your equipment in tip-top shape,
Greetings.
and craft with great speed. This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Pardon me, do you think I could take up your time? I haven't had any word me son Covell since this brigand nonsense began, and I'm mighty scared that he got caught up in some trouble. We had an argument, I'm sure ye ed in Arcot till recently, but know how boys are, and Covell left Alina huff. He said he would make his own way, down in Coombe, and that's he last I heard him. Now that I've come to Coombe, I hear he's gone east. TF ye decons tell Aunt Mind, could ye talk to Blee Wren for me? She watches the road east out Coombe, and maybe she's seen Covell pass.
Would you do something for me?
I'm sorry, my mind is miles away. I didn't see you there. Did you help fight off the brigands? My dad did, he. Gail chokes back a sob. During the Blackwolds' raid on Arcot, someone broke into our house and stole many of our things. I don't care about most of them, but they okay my dad's favorite fishing pole. I don't care if I get anything else back, but he wouldn't have wanted some filthy brigand to have it. Now that I've moved here to Coombe, V's been meaning to ask Constable Wren if she could track down that fishing pole for me. Could you ask her if she has any idea where it might have been taken? She'll be at the guardhouse on the hill east of Coombe.
What can I do for you?
Oh my. Look here, a real live hero. It's not often we get such respectable folk through here. My, how my tongue runs on. Toradan told me to send you upstairs, to his room, as soon as you arrived. The stairs are across the room there, and Toradan's is the door at the end of the hall. He said you shouldn't delay none.
How can I be of service?
John does not disappoint. You do seem to be a heroic sort, and of the line of Beorn, unless I am mistaken. I must take care to hide my movements, and I could use your help. I dared not betray my whereabouts to just anyone. There is much we need to discuss. Will you hear me?
Would you do something for me? Might I take a moment of your time? Would you do something for me?
Thank you for your aid, True Alpha. My kindred and I were driven from ye bounds of the Shire by the Nazgul of Mordor. They pursued us eastward and slew many of us. It was my goal zero join Ander, but I have heard rumor of his fate in Arcot. They say he was stabbed with a mortal knife and led off by some evil men, the ones who lent the Blackwolves aid. There are few left now with power over such wounds, and those that I now have dwell some distance from here. We must find Ander, and quickly, if we are to save him. He is likely being held by the Blackwolves somewhere in the Chetwood. We must find a way to enter their lair and free him. But first we must find them. Speak with Constable Underhill. He may be of help. You can usually find him outside, near the comb in Wattle. Once you have learned of the Blackwolves' lair and believe you can gain entry, return to me. Hurry, before it is too late.
good day.
T. Toradan sent you, did he? The hobbit lowers his voice. There's still a Blackwold agent in town. We think he's trying to rebuild the band from among the local ruffians and bullies. We need proof, though. A letter or parchment would do, if it came from the agent himself. Many of the brigands hole up in the Chetwood. Follow the road east until you come to the guardhouse where Constable Wren is stationed. From there, head north and look for the brigands' watchfires scattered through the wood. Search their packs for signs of their summons. Let me know right away if you find anything. We need to know what they're up to.
Can I speak with you a moment?
After the initial began FL and Black FE Black. Cheas his under T. Raids, when fall-eing for villages like Arkitsthal, the Blackwolds found the brigands at the farm must be his supervision of some Wold leader, else they would fall asiness. If you confront Wold's leader at the try, there are many treasure they could no longer rely only upon raids to support themselves. They seized old Borman's farm and began illing the soil, though badly and without care for the land. You might be able to recover some of the valuables they have stolen. Old Borman's farm is deep in the Tood, at the end of the eastward path. I would appreciate it if you could at Olk who would benefit from the recovery of.
Would you do something for me?
Shigalri and the Blackwold brigands are on the run, no question about it. They are trying to regroup at camps throughout the Chetwood, but they suffered a real defeat at Arkit. The brigands fled their old encampment up by Arkit carrying a large lockbox, which they brought to one of their smaller camps in the Chetwood, northeast of Coombe. If we can get our hands on that lockbox, its contents could be used to help those who lost property to the Blackwolds. There are a number of watchfires along the road, so you'll need to find the right one. His villains have a great many debts to repay, True Alpha. If you can return with the lockbox, the folk around here will be better for it.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Me old dad was a robber some years back and got his hands on a good deal o' riches, as I hear it. Constable caught him, but afore he was hanged, me dad old me where he'd buried his loot. I never needed it afore now, so one was content to let it stay buried. But I figure it's time to get my hands on wealth enough to keep you warm and shod, as me dear old dad called it. Can you take this pickaxe and dig ye treasure up? Tuss take the road east from Coombe to Constable Wren's post up by the guardhouse. Climb over the hill on the right and walk down to the river bank, where the hanging tree grows. It'll have an X carved into it. You'll be helping me make a new start of things, and you'll have me everlasting thanks.
How can I be of service?
EA Key greetings, traveler. If you are looking to take on a profession, I am willing to train you. I have spent my life learning the fundamentals of all crafts. You will never see me hoist a weapon, save to assess its quality.
What can I do for you? What do you need? Stay a moment.
Well, look at you. I do not
Would you
often
do
see your
something for
folk
me?
here, and when I do, I always find it a buy more nap quick and he of metalsmith pens that metalsmith in this earning, but KLY. His name there is a fine queer. Well, hobbits less so because of the hill. Oh,
Could
I
I
am
speak with
sorry,
you a
you
moment?
wish to know hi. It just so very
What
hall,
can I do for
still
you?
aching to the art very is Bill Digweed, you will find Arga room. Good day, Beorning. W.A. Quest. Him by the
How can I
forge in
be of
Renin,
service?
you must make sure to have room in your inventory for this.
What do you need?
A key hello there. I hear that you are interested in learning the ways of a prospector. If so, you have come to the right place. T almost forgot the most important thing for every new prospector: ingredients. Everything you need is inside this crate. Suppliers provide the secondary ingredients necessary for prospectors to refine the materials that they collect. As this is a collection profession, there are no additional recipes to purchase, as all are learned as you advance.
How can I be of service?
Hello, there. I hear that you are interested in learning the ways of a metalsmith. If so, you have come to the right place. Will try to not move too quickly for you, but if I do, speak with me again to ask more pointed questions. Almost forgot the most important thing for every new metalsmith: ingredients. Everything you need to make a bronze helm is inside this crate. A metalsmith vendors sell ingredients and recipes that are a vital part of any metalsmith's training and continued work.
Greetings.
T, let me see what you have done. He examines the items closely. The copper ingot appears to have been refined without a hint of impurity. T think that this is a very good effort and proves that you are prepared to continue your work towards becoming a master prospector.
How can I be of service?
Lahi Bomi see what you have
How may I
done
help
examines
you?
the items closely. H the leather and the wood appear to have been treated without a hint of impurity. T think that this is a very good effort and proves that you are prepared to continue your work towards becoming a master forester.
What do you need?
Have heard Arcid. Fled Ini seems that there have been more northernwood hat camp. Mayhaps if Yo Te hat many of the Blackwold brigands, after looting the Chetwood. It Blackwold leaders are angry. They feel that the raid might be successful if their followers had been less focused on illing their pockets and more on acting together. The main encampment is east down H.E. Road and then deep into the S. I suspect that many of the Blackwolds can be found within you search in that area. You might find Gale's lost fishing pole.
What can I do for you?
T.E. looking for Covell Woodwright, are you? I've heard something about the boy, but I can't say his mother is going to like it. He's joined up with the Blackwolds. He hadn't been in Coombe for long when they took him either. He tried finding work around town, but he didn't have the stamina for hard labor. If you can talk to him, you might convince him to give up his new line of work, but I doubt it. One wager you'll find him east of Coombe, in the Chetwood. Just follow the path from the lumber camp north and east. You're sure to come across a Blackwold camp or two up there.
What can I do for you?
Arkit's woes did not escape us here in Coombe, and it's good what Erer is doing, no doubt in that. But the evil of the Black Wold has spread and now rests in the same wood where we need to collect the wood for Arkit. I will see that we do what we can, but as you can see, we've troubles of our own.
Stay a moment. Might I take a moment of your time?
Coombe has always relied on this lumber camp for her livelihood, and now the people of Arkit will be relying on us to supply the wood to rebuild their town, I expect. There's no shortage of work, that much is certain. We'll need to start taking down some of the trees to the northeast, along the cliffs, but there's a wolf den up that way that endangers our workers. Could you deal with those wolves for me? It's not safe to chop down trees near there, and I'm afraid we might lose some of our best loggers. Follow the cliff wall. You'll see the wolves, or they'll see you.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
My uncle Filbert and I were having tea and discussing the state of things in Breeland, about how the folk in Arkit showed the Black Wold brigands a thing or two, when Uncle Filbert stood up and said, "Someone ought to do something about these villains. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind." And then he left, without even finishing his tea. Up the road in the woods east of this camp, past the brigands. Watchfires, here's some ruins where the Black Wolds are holed up. Uncle Filbert has probably gone there to have a word with them. Though I don't think he will make the full journey, he's not as young as he once was. If he has, he's likely got himself into Rubel. I dare go no further to search for him, but could you go look for him and make sure he's all right?
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Have you heard that Arkit gave him Black Wold villains what for? Icked em right out, they did, and good on em. If little old Arkit can manage it, I say Coombe can do one better, and sweep them Black Wolds out the Chetwood for good. Now I lost my Sally's chain when hem brigands took over my farm. She's been gone for many a year, but hat chain always did bring me comfort. 1-0. Them Black Wolds probably picked it up, and I want it back. Farms far to the east, just all o' the road past all them brigand campfires. What's that? No, it's a chain, not a necklace. What a queer question.
do you need?
Tea, finally. Someone respectable. I was beginning to think no one out here in Hewoods had any manners. I simply couldn't stand by any longer while the Black Wolves have their way in the Chetwood. I marched right in and told them just what I think of their sort. They laughed me right out of their camp. "Go back to Hobbiton, little boy," they said to me. I've never been spoke to like this, never. I wanted to heave. Something in that big ruin is Jewott, I say. One ruffian, Cole Sickleaf, he used 0 be a nice boy, took my handkerchief. "Could you bring it back on me?" He ran off to the ruins all the way to the east, between the tightening ruins to the north, and that skunk boots farm.
Pior, the Yule Festival, is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule! This is a repeatable quest that you have never completed.